What are we doing? I thought the point of being here today was to have a meeting.
We are having a meeting. We're all here.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I figured you'd want to do something a little more, I don't know, club-specific.
I got the crap ending again!
That's because no one likes you.
What's wrong with the game? I have to face it. Nothing I can do will make Kageyama want to be friends with me.
You think that might be extreme?
I think there are two types of girls in this world. There are the brilliant girls who want to be friends with me, and then there are all those other bitches. So, Kodaka, what were you thinking we could do?
Yeah, if you've got a suggestion, let's hear it.
Well, how about a round robin story?
Okay, what's a round robin story?
It's a story that we all get to take turns writing. I just finished a book where the main characters wrote one together, and it sounded like a whole lot of fun to me.
Kodaka, Rika thinks we should try it. She's never written a normal story before.
What do you mean by normal?
Big brother, I haven't either. I never wrote anything! I remember a time when I would compose various sagas every single day. It was my sole comfort, the solace for my devastating loneliness.
Wait, are you talking about those journals you used to obsess about? Because the only thing I ever saw in them were weird codes.
What? Those were my private thoughts. They weren't for you.
I just caught a glimpse, that's all, God. Now, I've never written one of these stories either. But I think we write what comes naturally.
Okay. So, how do we do this thing?
Each one of us will write a full page. Then we pass it on to the next person, even if we're still in the middle of a sentence. Let's figure out the order first.
Okay. Yukimura, you get to go first.
Big brother, I shall lead the attack and do you proud.
Okay, great. Whatever you want to do. Not me!
Big brother was a great man, a master in the arts of both pin and sword. He was a true warrior who sided with the weak and toppled the strong. So bursting with charisma, he was deeply revered by even the lowliest of lowly peasants. One day, Big Brother decided, as was his habit, to rape the villagers in a nearby town.
What? True warriors don't rape? No rape! And what is habit supposed to mean? I'm not a raper.
Kodaka, why are you being so defensive about all this?
Because he feels guilty.
It's not real, it's a story!
Well, actually, it's based on real life. Yozora told me you're in the habit of raping at least 100 girls every single day. I thought I'd include it.
Why would you tell him that? Why do you lie?
When he began to put on his clogs, he was shocked to discover they were warm, even though it was the middle of winter. Enraged, Big Brother called for me, his official sandal bearer.
You, sandal bearer! Admit it, you rudely sat on top of my favorite clogs! Unprofessional!
You're wrong, sir. I warmed them, but I did it by putting them under my kimono next to my skin. And then Big Brother praised me with kindness I had never seen.
Your loyalty is constant and admirable. I hope you will continue to serve me.
Of course, sir. And so I pledged lifelong allegiance to him in the customary way, and we all lived happily ever after.
Yukimura, this is a round robin story. You're the first writer, so you can't end it.
Oh, I apologize. I shall flog myself immediately.
Also, you kinda just ripped off the legend about Hideyoshi being Nobunaga's sandal bearer.
I had a feeling a real man like you would know that.
Kodaka, hold the phone here! Wait! You're forgetting the elephant in the room! Look, Yukimura took off his clothes and exposed his bare chest to you! That's too bold, sir! Far too bold!
Why? Both of us are guys.
That is precisely Rika's point!
You know, I was a little embarrassed by it. Although it's not like I would mind Big Brother seeing all of me.
Rika can't stand it! Kodaka plus Yukimura forever! Oh, Rika's so excited her head might explode! So then, did you do the deed with Yukimura?
No!
Why not? Gay love is the way of the samurai!
I'm not a samurai.
I would let Kodaka do anything to me he wanted, especially if it meant that he could be a genuine samurai.
Rika is such
capture the thrill she's feeling on paper at once! Yozora, would you mind switching turns so that Rika may experience some artistic release?
Hell no. You're freaking me out.
Well, that's a shame. I guess Rika will just have to fantasize wildly on her own until it's her turn. Once upon a time, there were two boys, and one was super hot at food club, which I would on Thursdays, and the other was totally a twink, and their love was destined to become...
All right, I guess I'll go now. Kotoka left home with his underling Yukimura. When they reached the village, they saw a girl surrounded by a group of large men. She was in the street totally getting raped. The rape victim was a stupid-looking, blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl with an annoying scream, a more annoying face, and a vulgar chest that resembled cow udders.
Seriously? You're writing that I get raped in the middle of the street?
Who said it was about you, you freaking narcissist? Unless you see yourself as a stupid-looking, blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl with an annoying scream, an annoying face, and a vulgar chest that resembles cow udders.
I'm not stupid-looking, annoying, or vulgar, so screw you! Oink and squeal! I beg of you, help me, even though I'm a filthy and disgusting pig. The name of the piggy you see in front of you is Senakasha Wazaki. Oink and squeal! I was right, you just wrote my name!
No, it's an entirely different person. You're not like the only one in the world named Senakasha Wazaki, okay?
This is the first time you've ever called me by my full name. You know, that Senna may be getting raped, but this Senna is feeling pretty good.
Do you realize how twisted that sounds?
I assume by pretty good, you mean honored that I would even say a tacky name like Senakasha Wazaki.
What? It's not tacky.
The filthy sow named Senakasha Wazaki begged Kotoka to rescue her even though she knew she wasn't worth the effort.
Please save me! Squeal, squeal! Please rescue this loathsome porker who has the unfortunate and tacky name Senakasha Wazaki and whose value is less than a love!
It's no use crying for help. No one wants to save Senakasha Wazaki. You got a big head. That's your problem. You think you're special just because you're rich and get good grades.
Yeah, you're really just a cheap tramp who plays porn games in the club room.
Come on, that's so mean! It's obviously not just a lookalike with my name, it's me!
Yozora, you're being mean.
I guess he's right, I might be pushing it. Okay, fine, I'll go ahead and write an ending for your rape scene right now.
You see, you said you're. It is me!
Don't get so caught up in the details.
At least now I'll get saved. The leading man has to rescue me because I'm the heroine of the story. Help this baby! Get your stupid butt over here and rescue Senakasha Wazaki immediately!
Sorry. I'm not into boobs that huge.
What?
It turns out Kotoka was only into little girls. So we abandoned the swine known as Senakasha Wazaki to search for other prey.
Kotoka! How can you just walk away like that?
I'm not the one writing this. Yozora, why did you give me that crazy backstory about only being into little girls?
Dude, calm down. This is a work of fiction.
Yeah, well, you're still being mean. Whatever, it's my turn.
You mean you get to go now? Hey, hold on!
Ah! 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 Although I had pretended to abandon Senna, I quickly went back and single-handedly took down the bad guys.
Thank you. You rescued me. That's so sweet.
No prob. It was kind of weighing on my conscience, so... According to the bad guys, their lair was a cave hidden in the west. To create a world where the peasants could live without fear, I headed out to find the lair of the villains who kept terrorizing the town. Naturally, I'd never had any intention of raping villagers, and the part about me only being into little girls was also a big fat lie. The whole first part of my character development was just a strategy to deceive the enemy.
Who in the hell are you?
No one worth naming himself. Then I completely trashed those bad guys. That allowed the villagers to understand I was actually a very nice young man with a strong sense of justice and a heart of gold who could never forsake those in need.
You're the best hero ever!
For my other half, being the best is second nature, much like myself.
You are truly the greatest of all great men, big brother.
Well, I suppose projecting yourself onto the main character in order to take your mind off the pain of reality is a valid use for a story, although it's not one I would make.
Wait. Hey, what does that mean?
My turn. You all ready for brilliance? Payback is such a bitch, right? That was when the bad guy's disgusting and hefty leader appeared. She was a black-haired woman with evil eyes. A maggot-like, jealous creature who could never hope to compare with me.
Me, Yozora Mikazuki. Me embody evil and full of gross ugly.
I will slay you!
You know, Cad.
Hey, what was that?
Flies were swarming. I had to take care of the problem. Summer's over, but it's still hot enough for meat to go bad real fast.
Shut up! You'll pay for that! Yozora Mikazuki's powers were pathetically weak. Nonetheless, Kodaka quickly found himself in trouble when he fell for one of the Harpy's dirty tricks.
Wait a minute, this is a game for girls. It was a trap!
Let me kill you till you're dead.
Oh no. Is this the end for me? Help me, gods! Just a reminder, we are in a cave.
So what? That kind of thing doesn't matter. And lo and behold, the goddess that appeared was none other than the sublimely perfect and beautiful Senakasha Wazaki. As you can obviously tell, I am a goddess. I allowed myself to be assaulted by those villains in order to test the human race. In reality, I could have easily wiped those scumbags from the face of the earth. Now, evildoer, you shall be gone! Ow! Will you stop doing that?
Oink.
I want you to beg for your life on bended knee, right now. If you do, I shall spare you.
Oh, great and beautiful Senna, me never do bad things again. Please don't kill Yozora, that live me.
Fine. If you truly wish to be forgiven, you may lick my foot.
Be so thankful for gorgeous goddess's mercy.
The hideous Yozora dutifully licked my foot with no sign of embarrassment. Kodaka thanked the goddess as well. So I stepped on his head as a reward for his faithfulness. At the time, his face practically glowed with ecstasy.
Please allow me to lick your foot.
He beseeched me. I was kind enough to take off my sandal and put my foot in his mouth.
You pervert! You lost your
I
mind.
said stop! What's your problem? I spared your life and allowed you to lick my foot. You should be grateful.
You seriously think I should be grateful to lick someone's nasty foot and beg for my life? I've never, ever been this humiliated before.
Oh, please, like you can talk. You had me get raped.
Apologize to me, meat.
Okay, fine. Sorry. Guess I went a little too far, too.
Now, why don't you act like you mean it?
What are you... What's that?
You know, right? I mean, you are the one who wrote about how people should show they're truly sincere.
There's no way. I won't. I don't lick shoes.
I'd still never kiss your shoe. I hate you, Yozora! You're so stupidly stupid!
So, do we keep going?
Why not? Her turn's over. I say roll with it.
Prepare yourselves, for I shall now allow you fools to glimpse my torrent of intellectuality.
I forgot she's next. I wouldn't miss this one for the world. Go on, show him how it's done, Kobito.
There's something majorly wrong with you.
Never mind her. Get on with the story.
My soul's other half, losing himself in the creepy goddess's enticement, moved in to kiss her stinky foot, when suddenly... Awaken, blood of darkness. Remember yourself, Roga Wilhelm Zalis.
Where did the goddess I was playing go?
More importantly, who's this Roga guy?
Please don't tell me you've forgotten that. Roga is your rightful name. However many times you may be reborn, it shall always be your true name, branded unchanging upon your very soul.
Okay, please don't tell me I also sparkle in the
Say
sunlight.
that again and I'll kill you myself.
This light, I've seen it before. Oh, wow. It's racist.
The painful yet beloved memories spring back to life in his mind. Racist and Roga's first chance encounter dates back to the 13th century.
This doesn't seem unrealistic to you?
Too real for your human blood. You will never understand the thrill that comes from two souls resonating. The name of that girl with the mismatched eyes was Racist V. Felicity Sumeragi. She of the Night Tribe, and he of the Daylight Clan. Their love was forbidden, and it would end in tragedy.
Awkwardness makes my back itchy.
Aw, your brother Complex is adorable as ever. You're so messed up.
This page is now touched with immortality. The 1,000-page tale of our cycle of reincarnation shall be told.
Maybe you should save that for your private notebook.
Out of the way! I'm next! Take care, O foolish minion of God. You shall pen the next chapter of my saga, so tread carefully or you shall pay.
No way. Your story is stupid and boring. What? So I think I'm gonna go with something else.
Oh no, look at what I have done. I went and have stepped in poo.
You're way dirty now. Ew. You're stinky. Gross.
I know why this tragedy has fallen on me. It's because I am a stupid, stinky vampire who is bad and evil.
You are right about that. If you had God's protection, you for sure wouldn't be covered in poo right now. I think we should go to church together and receive God's blessing.
Yes, let's go to church.
Oh, she turned into ashes.
You need not mourn her death. The evil vampire has been called to heaven and shall be evil no more.
How wonderful.
So, this story is about what happens if you accidentally crap yourself?
Yay me! Let go! That hurts! What do you think you're doing, you stupid poopy bag? Yes, it's Rika's turn, finally! Behold, Rika shall end this story with a surprising twist!
Are you planning to twist in a plot?
Just leave it to Rika. Hold on to your hat.
Driven to despair by memories of his previous life, Kodaka awoke to the powers of darkness, destroyed God, and then sought to annihilate the earth itself.
What for?
Because of memories of his previous life. The point? He's awakened to his powers of darkness. The only one who could stop Kodaka was his ever-faithful servant, Yukimura.
I shall soothe away your sorrow with every part of my being.
Yukimura took the opportunity during that moment of hesitation to rip off Kodaka's armor, abandoning his own external defenses in the process. Reacting to his elegant naked form, Kodaka's GT drive activated.
I'm activating?
Kodaka's hard shaft rolled proudly up towards the heavens, and without hesitation, Yukimura boldly took the tool into his mouth. A groan resembling that of a caterpillar belt on a tank escaped Kodaka's mouth. With obscene sounds like when the Neo's army mechanics do an energy refuel with the Argai, Yukimura's tongue like a foul heat whip made an incessant onslaught on Kodaka's particle beam cannon. Kodaka was taken aback by this oral offense, and before long spilled his lust into Yukimura's skilled mouth with a passion reminiscent of Mazingai Z's breast flare. Kodaka released a sorrowful yet seductive breath like the Gumdai Sexia after Hollinsam ends. Yes, though Kodaka's Giga Bazooka had fired only moments ago, it showed no signs of slowing down. Kodaka roughly inserted his eager Mega Drill into Yukimura's rear coupling unit a la Guzan Ramen. Penetrated from behind, Yukimura gave a squeal akin to a Mondarian hit with Sao Daigar's Froken Magnum and quickly achieved release. They continued to seek pleasure in each other for the entire night. The end.
The end?
I have to admit that climax was rather salacious even for Rika. Well, Rika needs to have a moment at her desk, if you'll excuse her.
Hold on just a minute.
Huh? Yes, how can I help you? Wait, are you offering to assist Rika in giving her a moment?
Come on, Rika. I stopped you because this story doesn't make any sense. How does that end anything?
What are you talking about? It's everything a happy ending should be.
In what way?
Boy love. As long as before the very end the couple gets to have sex, the reader will still feel as though the story hung together, even if the plot didn't make sense and there was no resolution.
Erotic video games work a lot like that, too.
You know, it's also the same thing in the real world. As long as you've got love, it's a happy ending.
I'll bite. What's the real world?
This. We're in it. I wonder, when we find out what happens in Kodaka's story, if he'll get to find love and have a happy ending.
Stop! Hey, will you knock it off, please?
Love.
Yeah, so lame.
It's okay, big brother. I love you so you can marry me. No, let go of him, dummy. Don't call me dummy, stinky. Poopy vampires don't have the right to touch me, so back off. You need to leave my brother alone right now. Shut up. You shut up. No, you shut up.
All right, that's enough. Yeah, so anyway, before we get to love and anybody's happy ending, we probably ought to focus on making some friends first.
Yeah, true enough.
Friends, right.
Well, that concludes today's activities. Let's work hard again tomorrow. You know, at our club's mission. Let's all go make some friends.
気づけば君は